The experiment took place in the Soviet Union in the 1940s, during the height of the Cold War. The scientists were working for the Soviet government, and their goal was to create a perfect soldier. They decided to test this idea on 5 prisoners who had been convicted of serious crimes. The prisoners were brought to a secluded location and placed in a sealed chamber with no windows or doors. The chamber was completely dark, and the prisoners were only allowed to sleep for a few hours each day. The scientists then started to monitor the prisoners' behavior and brain activity. They noticed that the prisoners were starting to suffer from severe hallucinations, delusions, and paranoia. They also began to develop unusual physical symptoms such as rashes and muscle spasms. The scientists were concerned about the effects of the lack of sleep and decided to add a drug to the air supply that would help the prisoners stay awake. The drug was a powerful stimulant that would keep the prisoners awake for days, even weeks on end. The prisoners started to go insane. They became violent and aggressive, and their behavior became more and more erratic. They began to attack each other, and the scientists were unable to control them. They tried to give the prisoners more drugs, but it only made the situation worse. One of the prisoners, a man named Alexei, became especially violent. He attacked one of the other prisoners and bit off his arm. The scientists were horrified and decided to terminate the experiment, but Alexei had other plans. He attacked the scientists and killed all of them. The other 4 prisoners were found dead in the chamber. It was clear that they had been killed by Alexei. The police found the bodies and began an investigation. They discovered that Alexei had suffered from severe psychological trauma during the experiment. He was deemed mentally unstable and was sent to a psychiatric hospital for treatment.